Have you ever opened your eyes in the middle of the night, only to find the clock glowing between 3 and 5 a.m.? You lie there, wide awake. The world is silent. Everyone else is asleep. But something pulls you out of your dreams. And you wonder, why now? What is it trying to tell me? You're not alone. Millions of people around the world wake up at this same mysterious hour. It happens too often to be just a coincidence. But what if waking up during these hours isn't random at all? What if it's a sign? A message? Or even, a spiritual calling? In this video, we're diving deep into the strange and powerful meaning behind waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. This time of night, also called the spiritual window or the hour of awakening, has been studied, feared, and honored for centuries. From ancient traditions and spiritual theories to modern psychological explanations, we're going to explore every angle. You'll learn what waking up at 3:00 a.m. could mean about your energy, your emotions, and your connection to something greater. You'll hear what spiritual teachers, scientists, and ancient cultures have to say about this sacred time. And we'll uncover some lesser-known facts, like why certain monks believe this is the time when the soul is most active, and why Chinese medicine links specific organs to different hours of the night. But it doesn't stop there. We'll also talk about what your mind and body might be telling you, and how these wake-ups could be linked to unresolved emotions, stress, or even your life's purpose. And toward the end of this video, we'll share a powerful insight you've probably never heard before, something that might completely change the way you see these silent, early hours. So stay with us until the very end, because this isn't just about sleep. It's about transformation. It's about tuning into the quiet whispers of your soul and finally understanding what they mean. Welcome to Bright Mind Within, your space for awakening the power inside you. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. We share powerful truths, hidden teachings, and mind-opening ideas every week. And today's video just might be the message you didn't know you were waiting for. There's a name that echoes through old legends and spiritual teachings for this mysterious time between 3 and 5 a.m. It's often called the witching hour or the spiritual hour. While it may sound eerie, the deeper meaning behind it is far more profound than just ghost stories and superstitions. Across many cultures and belief systems, this time is said to be when the veil between the physical and spiritual world is at its thinnest. In ancient traditions, mystics believed that this hour opens a portal. A silent gateway. A moment when divine forces, ancestors, or higher realms can reach you more easily. Some say it's when your soul is most awake, even if your body is tired. Others believe this is when the universe tries to speak to you, through thoughts, feelings, dreams, or sudden clarity. Many spiritual teachers refer to this as the sacred window of alignment. It's the time when your mind is quiet and the energy around you shifts. This shift isn't random. It's subtle, but powerful. Some say it's your spirit guides checking in, or your higher self pulling you towards something important, something you need to face, change, or realize. Because of this, people who regularly wake up at this hour are often encouraged to pause and reflect. Instead of fighting it, they sit in silence. They meditate, journal, or even whisper affirmations. It's believed that whatever you focus on during this sacred time becomes magnified. Your prayers are heard louder. Your intentions, more powerful. It's no wonder ancient monks and mystics chose these hours to connect with the divine. They knew something we're just beginning to understand: the quietest moments often hold the loudest messages. While spiritual meanings often take center stage, there's another layer we can't ignore. The mind. In today's world, stress and anxiety are constant companions for many. And they don't sleep, even when you do. That's why waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. can sometimes have less to do with the universe, and more to do with what's going on in your own mind. During the early morning hours, the brain enters a lighter sleep phase. This is when it's easier for stress or hidden emotions to bubble up. If you've been worried about something, even unconsciously, your mind can become restless. It starts racing, replaying conversations, imagining problems, trying to solve things that haven't even happened yet. This internal noise is enough to pull you out of sleep. Unresolved thoughts are like open tabs on a computer. They keep running in the background, draining your energy. And the quieter the world becomes, the louder these thoughts seem. That's why 3 to 5 a.m. becomes a mental battleground for so many. Your body wants to rest, but your mind won't let it. Emotional states play a major role too. Feelings like sadness, fear, guilt, or even excitement can trigger physical responses in your body. Your heart rate might shift. Your breathing changes. These subtle cues can wake you up without warning. People dealing with grief, heartbreak, or pressure often find themselves awake at this very hour, staring at the ceiling with heavy thoughts they couldn't face during the day. It's in these moments that your subconscious tries to process everything you've been pushing aside. The mind, always working, uses this time to untangle what you've ignored. And sometimes, waking up isn't just your body reacting, it's your emotional self asking to be heard. Not every early morning awakening carries a hidden message. Sometimes, the explanation is rooted in something much more physical and simple. One of the most common reasons people find themselves awake between 3 and 5 a.m. is the basic need to use the bathroom. As we age, the body's natural signals become more active during the night. Drinking fluids before bed, certain medications, or even slight shifts in diet can lead to mid-sleep interruptions. Hormonal changes also play a powerful role in sleep cycles. For women, fluctuations due to menstruation, pregnancy, or menopause can cause lighter sleep and sudden awakenings. For both men and women, cortisol, the body's stress hormone, begins to rise around this time to prepare for the day ahead. But if cortisol levels are too high too early, it can jolt the body out of sleep before it's ready. Sleep disorders are another possible cause. Conditions like insomnia or sleep apnea can prevent the body from reaching deep, restful sleep. Sleep apnea, in particular, causes short pauses in breathing that may lead to abrupt awakenings, sometimes without the person even realizing why. Restless leg syndrome, nighttime reflux, or even chronic pain can also interrupt the sleep cycle during these early hours. It's important to recognize when a pattern is forming. If you find yourself consistently waking up around the same time, and you feel exhausted during the day, your body might be signaling something deeper. Sleep is one of the most vital functions for healing, focus, and overall well-being. When it's disrupted regularly without clear reason, it could be a sign of an underlying issue that needs attention. That's why it's always wise to listen to your body, and when in doubt, speak to a healthcare professional. They can help rule out or address physical causes that might be hiding beneath the surface. Waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. has captured the attention of cultures around the world for centuries. And while modern science might offer physical or emotional explanations, ancient traditions often saw it as something far more mysterious and meaningful. In traditional Chinese medicine, the body is believed to follow a 24-hour energy cycle known as the organ clock. Each 2-hour segment of the day is linked to a specific organ and its emotional connection. Between 3 and 5 a.m., the lungs take center stage. The lungs are tied to grief, letting go, and cleansing. So if you're waking during this window, some believe it could be your body trying to release emotional pain, or unresolved sadness. In many Native American traditions, early morning hours are seen as sacred. They represent the moment the earth begins to wake, a time of spiritual clarity and connection. Waking up then is often viewed as an invitation to pray, reflect, or receive guidance from the spirit world. It's not a disturbance, it's an opening. In Islamic culture, the time just before dawn is when many engage in tahajjud prayer. This is believed to be a moment of deep spiritual connection, when the soul is most in tune with the divine. Similarly, Hindu philosophy considers the hours before sunrise as Brahma Muhurta, the time of God. It is said to be the best moment for meditation, learning, and aligning with higher wisdom. Even in old European folklore, waking at 3 a.m. was tied to mystery. It was often seen as a time when the spirit world was active. While this led to darker tales of witches and hauntings, many also believed that ancestors could visit or send messages during this quiet time. These traditions remind us that sometimes, what feels like an interruption may actually be an invitation. If waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. is becoming a regular pattern, there are simple habits you can try to improve your sleep quality. The first and most powerful step is setting a consistent sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day helps train your body's internal clock. Over time, this rhythm can reduce the chances of waking up during those early morning hours. Creating a calming bedtime routine also signals to your body that it's time to rest. This doesn't need to be complicated. It could be as simple as dimming the lights, sipping a cup of herbal tea, or listening to soft music. The key is to unwind slowly, giving your nervous system time to settle before you close your eyes. Limiting screen time is another important habit. The blue light from phones, tablets, and TVs can confuse your brain and stop it from producing enough melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep. Even just 30 minutes of screen-free time before bed can make a big difference. Replace scrolling with reading, meditating, or simply sitting in silence. Stress, of course, plays a big role in sleep. That's why many people find relief in quiet techniques like deep breathing or journaling before bed. Taking 5 slow breaths in and out can relax your entire body. Writing down your thoughts in a journal clears the mind and gives those racing thoughts a place to go. Instead of carrying your worries into sleep, you leave them on the page. These small practices can create a peaceful environment both in your room and in your mind. Over time, they help your body learn that nighttime is for rest, not for overthinking or waking too soon. Waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. can mean different things, depending on how you look at it. For some, it's a spiritual signal, a time when energy shifts, messages arrive, or the soul stirs. For others, it's the mind working through stress, emotions, or thoughts left unspoken. And sometimes, it's simply the body's natural response to physical needs or imbalances like hormones, sleep disorders, or daily habits. What's clear is that this hour is more than just a moment on the clock. It invites us to pause and ask why. Is there something within you asking to be noticed? A feeling that hasn't been processed? Or maybe a deeper connection trying to reach you? Both science and spirituality offer valuable insight. And maybe, the truth lies in the balance between the two. So next time you wake up in the stillness of early morning, don't rush to ignore it. Listen. Reflect. Ask what your body, your mind, or even the universe is trying to tell you. Have you ever experienced this strange awakening? Do you feel it's something spiritual, or do you think it's stress or a sleep issue? Let us know in the comments, we'd love to hear your story. If this video helped you see things in a new light, please give it a like and share it with someone who might need it. And don't forget to subscribe to Bright Mind Within for more insights that blend wisdom, science, and the power of your inner self.